How can we encourage young
Yeah.
people to read more books?
I think the best way to encourage people is to start a promotion of books, because many people, especially young people, are really um, usually are used to do what other people do. So they maybe sometimes they don't do something because it's correct, but because others do it. And so I think governments and society should just promote books a little bit more, so that it becomes more a usage. And so maybe also young people would start reading them, and maybe enjoying them even after.
So, is
And
there
so,
a
yes,
future for books and libraries with the rise in popularity of the internet?
um, I think books and libraries will be for sure less common in the future, especially because the internet is just replacing them, and providing a lot of information with that are reachable in a faster way. And so, but on my opinion, book won't disappear, because even if many people are moving to internet usage, I think most part of people is still enjoy reading and being inspired by books, even
Okay.
historical books that,
So, what kind of
yeah.
skills does a person need to write books?
Um, the main skills for a person to write a book, I think, are the imagination. So a person should have a good quantity of imagination, and I think it should be better if this person has some experiences, so that she could be inspired by the things that she personally lived, and a good capability of writing. And so, yeah, also patience, because normally with books it takes time to write them. And so, for example, I wouldn't be very good at writing books, because I get bored very very quickly, and to write a book sometimes takes months, and um,
Okay.
like effort. And
Now, let's
so,
talk
yeah.
about, would you like to write a book? So, if you would, what kind of book you would write?
um I would, um on my opinion, as I said, I wouldn't enjoy to write a book at this moment of my life. I wouldn't like to. Maybe in the future I will change my idea, because as I said, I'm a pretty easily a person who gets bored pretty quickly, and so I prefer to read book instead of just write them. And other thing, I don't have um, enough experiences in my mind and inspirations. But
Okay.
if I would have to write a book, um, yeah.
Yeah, so now let's talk about information technology and computers. How has the computer affected society in your country?
Okay. Computers in my country affected society in different ways, and I think they are similar even to other countries' situations. In fact, in my country, for example, many jobs now are based on computer usage. For example, even in my previous job, I was a secretary, and I was working 8 hours a day in front of a computer. And this is something that, if we think about it, even just 20 years ago wasn't common. And other thing, probably people spend a lot of time in front of their computer, even not when they are not working, but they are just used to it. And so even when they go outside or into a bar or to have a coffee, I can see when I go many people who are just sitting alone with their computer and their coffee next close to them, and just spend a lot of time on computer stuff.
Okay.
And yeah,
So,
society, yeah.
okay, do you think computer skills should be taught in schools?
Yeah, for sure, they should be taught because computer skills nowadays are essential just to our daily life, even if we are not required to use them for our job. It is important to be able to use computers in our lives. So just even at home, to watch a movie, many times a computer now is required. And even because computer skills are the basis for the use and for skills that regarding any other kind of technology. So children who are taught how to use a computer probably will be able more easily to use other devices,
Okay, now,
technological devices too.
how do you think computer technology and IT will develop in the future?
For sure, IT is still pretty much developed, is already, sorry, pretty developed, but probably in the future, people will mainly rely on these facilities, devices, mostly for probably 80% of their daily activity. And so they will probably uh, computers will need to be faster because a lot of information will be provided, and so they will just magazine more and more contents, and they will be probably able to interact with other devices in our house. So probably maybe, I don't know, if
Okay.
for example we will forget our keys, we will probably be able to open our house with our computer, with our technological devices.
Yeah,
And yeah.
that's good. So, could you comment on the idea that the introduction of computers has enormously increased unemployment?
Yeah, this is for sure a disadvantage of computers' advent because the unemployment is raised a lot after the rise of computers. In fact, they are used for in many sectors of the working society. For example, apart from like secretaries jobs, which still require a worker, a person, in many production chains, technological devices completely replaced employees, and so this is such a bad thing. But probably, if for some reasons this is a bad thing, um, on the other end, it provides a good quality good in a shorter amount of time.